Okay, here we're going to simplify. Negative 4, x to the negative 5th, y to the 6th, all raised to the negative 2 power. So inside parentheses, we do have a product. Everything is being multiplied together. Negative 4 times x to the negative 5th times y to the 6th. So we are going to use the products raised to powers exponent rule, which is a to the m times b to the n, all raised to some power. And as long as you have a product inside, you're going to take that exponent on the outside and multiply by every exponent on the inside. So that becomes a raised to the m times p, b raised to the n times p. And that's what we're going to do for this problem. So verify on the inside, you have a product. So this rule you can't use if you have a sum or a difference inside parentheses. So we're going to take this negative 2 and we're going to multiply by every exponent on the inside. Don't forget about your constant negative 4. If you do not see an exponent, it's always assumed to be 1. So we'll also multiply 1 times negative 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's take your constant negative 4. Now if you have a negative constant, just go ahead and throw some parentheses around that so you don't make a sign mistake when using this rule. So you're going to take 1 times negative 2, which is negative 2. Let's take our x term. Negative 5 times negative 2 is a positive 10. And then our y term, 6 negative 2, is negative 12. Okay. Alright, at this point I notice that there are negative exponents. So we need to take care of those negative exponents, use the negative exponent rule. If you have negative exponents, change the term's location. So it's in the top, we're going to take it to the bottom, and that creates positive exponents. You never want to leave an answer that has negative exponents. Always change the location. So let's go ahead and do that. Now the x term has a positive exponent, so it's going to stay exactly where it's at in the top. We need to take the y to the bottom, so its exponent becomes positive, so that becomes y to the 12th. And we also need to take negative 4 to the bottom to make its exponent positive. Keep your base as is. You can even leave the parentheses there if you'd want to. And then that exponent also becomes positive. One more thing we need to do, we need to take care of our constant. Simplify a little bit further. Negative 4 squared is negative 4 times negative 4, which becomes a positive 16. Then y to the 12th. And there you go.